I have a suitcase full of in-scale surprises right over there. Welcome back to a suitcase full of in-scale surprises. Last time, in part 2 of this video series, I showed you the various box sets and runner packs that I've collected over the years. And then I went on to show you my Domino's sugar collection of different types of freight cars that I plan to use with my sugar plant. If you love model trains, sit back and enjoy Part 3 of a suitcase full of in-scale surprises. Here's a Microtrains Swift Reefer. It's pretty nice looking. You see that there? Getting a little bit of a shine here. There, maybe you can see it better. It is a has ice doors on the top for loading ice. This is a ice bunker reefer, as you can see. So that is that. And then I have a Santa Fe ice bunker reefer. This is a 50-footer made by Athearn. So they made some pretty interesting reefers. There are a lot of details on that. Look at that. You can see that. Look at the ice hatches on top. The details there, and the roof walk, all that. Did some pretty good jobs. Athearn, every now and then Athearn makes some pretty incredible pieces of rolling stock. Got the McHenry couplers on it, similar to the Microtrains, a little bit different, but they are knuckle couplers. So that is my Athearn 50-foot Santa Fe reefer there. Here are my Intermountain Pacific Food Express reefers. I waited almost 5 years to get them when I finally got the order. I placed the order with Brooklyn Locomotive Works, and I waited forever, Intermountain time, for them to release it. But they finally released it after about 5 years of having my order placed, and they're pretty good. Down here I have a rail box collection. You can see below. 2 of them are from the In-Scale Enthusiast. They're Microtrains cars. The 2 on the left, a little bit of a light shining on here, get a better angle. I'll try to focus it on it a little better. And the one on the right, you can see the Atlas logo on it. It's an Atlas rail box car. Okay, I'm going to pull out one of my Intermountain Pacific Food Express reefers. 40-foot reefer. And the detailing on it is just exquisite. So I'll try to hold it up here for you so you can see some of the details. My fingers don't block it. Let me focus it in a little bit better. There it is. This is the newer paint scheme that they came out with the Pacific Fruit Express lettering. What do they call that? The Gothic lettering, I believe, on the right. And they came out, I believe, in the late 50s. And since I'm modeling the era of the 1960s, a little bit into the 1970s with these rail box ones down below here, but mainly the 60s. You can see this is a beauty. Look at that detail. You can see all of that there. Let me see, the text is legible if you look real carefully, even the minute text. Look at those right there. I love that. Those grab irons, you know, for climbing up the side of the reefer there. The ladder has been added on. You can see that. Got more grab irons on the top up here, if you can look real carefully. there on the edge for going onto the roof. And the same over there on the other side. And there's the ladder over there. There's the hatches for putting in the ice. These are ice hatch reefers, of course. If you look at the bottom, the detail is really intricate. Let me try to zoom in here a little closer so you can see. Look at the brake lines and brake chambers, all the different lines and details below on this. It's really, really good, as you can see. Let me try to get back in focus here again. So yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Here's one of those in-scale enthusiast rail box cars made through micro trains. And see the door opens here on both sides. Open it on both. Let me get it better in focus here. It's really beautiful detail it has as well. So you can see that here. So here's the sides. Got middle wheels on it. Are they? That might be the brown plastic wheels, actually, I can't tell. Got the brown knuckle coupler on there. It's really, really nice. Really a great job I did with this. See the top of it there. There's the brake wheel. Beautiful, beautiful 50-foot per diem boxcar. Okay, I'm back here, and here's some of my boxcar collection that I took out of the suitcase. Again, I have more boxcars and other cars at home, but this is just what I was carrying in the suitcase. I have some ESM cars here. They're really nice. The Lehigh Valley and CP Rail. CP Rail is really nice. Look at that. It's got a heater on it. The Lehigh Valley is a really nice boxcar too. And then I have some Wheels of Time. That's what that is. Pacific Car and Foundry, now known as PACCAR, the one that makes trucks. They're out of the railroad business nowadays. They make PACCAR makes Peterbilt and Kenworth trucks. But back in the 60s when these were made, they were, and also in the 70s, they were Pacific Car and Foundry. Was what PACCAR, you know, that's what the derivative is from the name, is Pacific Car and Foundry. They foreshortened it to PACCAR. But these are some of the cars that they made back then, and they're really nice, as you can see. Here's that Great Northern, another Great Northern, insulated boxcar, and then this is, who makes this one? Let's see. It's Intermountain. Okay. It's a very nice Southern Pacific 50-foot boxcar. And I have this Fox Valley ribbed side 40-foot Milwaukee Road boxcar. It's really nice. And an Exact Rail 40-foot high cube, you know, excess height boxcar for Western Pacific. Very nice job they did on that one. Here in the middle, I have some boxcars. First in the lower section is by, let me see if I can get you to see this here. Putting a shadow in here. Yeah, let me get down here. It's a Southern Pacific boxcar. This is by Atlas. Now these are 40-foot boxcars. There's another one. This one is really nice. Mountain Pine Lumber Ltd. Instead of Oregon, I'm going to use this with my lumber yard on my layout for plywood. And there is another Atlas. And then from this point up, the Nestle and Rio Grande and all the way up in this middle row are all Athearn boxcars. Got another rail box up there, but that's an Athearn. Don't like them as much, especially the Athearn rail box. They're not as detailed as the micro trains and the Atlas ones like that. Then over here I have a couple, put this on top. These are neat. They actually have, I don't know if you can see inside the door, slightly open. That's a paper roll in there, used for newsprint. These are really nice cars from the In-Scale Enthusiast, put out by Microtrains. Spruce Falls, I really like that. So I got a pair of cars there, each with their own different road number. And this was a special In-Scale Enthusiast 2-car set. They're still actually, I haven't opened them. You can see they are together. Microtrains, fallen flags. So actually, let me see, that's a special run by Microtrains. That's not In-Scale Enthusiast, but that's really neat anyway, how they did that. Oops, dropping my cars down there. It's another Microtrains 50-foot boxcar, Union Pacific Railroad, the automated railway. You can see that there, really nice and detailed. Milwaukee Road boxcar. New York Central 40-foot, Southern Pacific. These were the 1972 editions, they called them, a remake that came out recently. The Southern Pacific and the Santa Fe Grand Canyon line there. And then I got a Santa Fe 40-foot high cube boxcar in the Indian red. So that's my boxcar collection I have here in the suitcase. Well, here's some more freight cars from my suitcase of surprises there. I'm going to start out with a couple of cattle haulers here, livestock cars. So you get to see those, both Western Pacific. And then the rest here are tank cars. There's an Intermountain tank car, Texaco, and then there is a Warren tank car from Microtrains. It's pretty nicely detailed. And then these are some larger tank cars, also by Microtrains. Shell tank cars that came out in the mid to late 60s. And they're really nicely detailed too. General service tank cars. And then I have some Atlas tank cars over here. Of course, here's the beer can tank cars. Brea Chemical, if you can see that. Then I have these also nicer tank cars. These are all Atlas here. Hooker Chemicals. Two different road numbers there, you can see. Very nicely detailed. This is the Hooker Chemical in Tacoma, Washington. So you can see there. Then I have these black tank cars, also by Atlas. PP, what's it say? Let me read it. PSPX, it's Phillips Petroleum, is what it stands for. The call letters for that. These are the 3 different tank cars for that. So that's my tank car collection. This is what I called my oversized collection. So I'll try to zoom in here. I got like the 86-foot flat car, or TOF 85-foot flat car. It's by Trainworks, and it's Trailer Train, their earlier version that they came out with in the, I believe, the early 60s. This one here too, Trailer Train. Kind of hard to see. Let me take the lid off, and I'm not going to take it out, but it's plastic wrapper, but it's a Trailer Train, you know. Nice details it has on it. And this is also a Trainworks, but this is an early Southern Pacific flat car, 85-foot flat car. This is a Microtrains Union Pacific auto rack, the old style 3-layer auto racks that they had when they first came out. This is before they closed them off on this all sides to prevent vandalism. This is before people even were doing graffiti on trains. So this is back in the 60s. That's how they used to transport the cars. Now these Blueford shops, oversized auto parts cars. Are they like 85 or 86 foot? Let me see if I can read it there. 86 foot double door. You can't read it, but I was reading it there. It's got too much shine on the camera light there. Got another one here. We got them in a pair, 2 different road numbers. And I got this. It's from the N-Scale Enthusiast. It's pretty neat. It's called a bridge erection car, a repurposed heavyweight Santa Fe passenger car. It's been repurposed as a maintenance of way. See if I can open it up here. Actually see it a little better. This is nice. N-Scale Enthusiasts made these. So move that plastic overlay there. You can see the details on there. A lot of nice detail. So that's it. Let me focus in here a little bit. There you can see bridge erection. So I'm probably going to be constructing some bridges on my layout when I get it and have this out there. That looks pretty nice. Well, I hope you liked this video today, and if you did, click on the like button and please subscribe. I look forward to bringing you more N-Scale offerings in the future, sometimes from here in my truck and sometimes from home. But you guys take care. Have a good day now. Bye.